cousin, or if he was taken with the group with the gnolls.
Well, I don't know about your cousin, but the only two taken were Ernest Padraig and Thair Coalstriker. That's your cousin!
Oh. Yeah, you see, we really need to write this shit down somewhere. Wait, what was the name again?
Wouldn't he at least make the correlation between dwarves?
That's racist.
This is the olden times. Everyone was racist.
He's got a point. Hell, look at what happened when the duergar saw me.
Winter's racist.
The guy has just had his eye plucked out. Cut him some slack.
So he's only seeing
He thinks that I'm a halfling, doesn't he?
Just don't actually cut him. In any case, Coltaine says, I think it's best if we got back to town and had a good rest. We're all pretty beat up and in bad shape.
And in danger of mauls coming this way.
Yes, and nobody likes getting hit by a fiery maul. Perhaps back at the Seven-Pillared Hall we'll be able to find more information about these gnolls. I have this odd feeling that we just keep fighting slightly more difficult adversaries the further we go along this quest.
Nima hands table legs to Coltaine.
Winter?
She tosses them at Coltaine. Over the pit.
The elves are the thinkers, the humans are the slaves.
Coltaine catches them and looks at them and says, I don't know how to build a travois, and he throws them to
Roll an
Winter.
athletics check. Or dexterity, I guess.
Too late doing athletics. It's pretty bad. Apparently I don't throw them to you gently, I throw them viciously at your knees.
You threw them at me?
Yes.
At your knees, specifically.
And I catch them.
With your knees?
With my...
Yes.
Yes.
No.
And then, using my knees, I fashion something to carry Sorrow's dead body. And it's time we moseyed. Like, it's high time we moseyed.
Indeed. Come on, everyone. We're getting somewhere safer. We're going somewhere safer.
Do you remember the way?
Yeah, we just
Yes.
follow the trail of blood.
As you're walking, one of the slaves walks up to Coltaine, and he asks him, "You're Coltaine, are you not?"
Yes, and you're that guy that looks like he might have been taken out of Final Fantasy VII. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, that hasn't been invented yet. How do you know?
I know all sorts of things.
This Coltaine is really something. Anyway, yes, he says, yes, Ernest spoke of you, about your courage in saving Winterhaven, but I need to know. I need your word that we're going to go looking for him. He's very important to me.
Sorry, who said what about me? Now.
Ernest.
Ernest Hemingway?
Who's Ernest?
My uncle.
Yes. What did he do?
He's the lord of the town.
Oh, Lord Padraig! Well, you should have used his name.
What's funny is, not 5 minutes ago, Ron Kelfin just said Ernest Padraig.
I remember that, actually.
I did use his name. His name's Ernest.
Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Of course. Yes, well, Ernest and I go way back. Maybe a few months, at most.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm totally doing my best to rescue him. Absolutely.
You don't sound too convinced.
Well, I had a hard life growing up, and for some reason I decided I would spend my life risking it constantly for other people, and I'm not sure why.
'Cause it makes you a hero?
That's as good as any other reason, I guess. But yes, I really, truly, no, trust me, believe me, I am trying to rescue your uncle.
Right, but I'll need your word. And he extends his hand.
Coltaine looks at it, confused for a moment. Yes, of course. He shakes it and says, I give you my word, and my hand.
I'll hold you up to that. My name's Corvus, by the way. And he walks off with the other slaves.
Is that with a C or a K?
However you want.
It's a C.
And we all know that Corvus is Latin for...
Crow?
Yes.
She would know.
Hey.
Wait, she speaks Latin?
She just knows crows and ravens. She has a special connection with them.
She worships the Raven Queen and transcends the fourth wall.
Exactly.
That's cool. I can read his name off Map Tool, which is the only reason I won't ever forget his name.
That originally said male _002 something.
No, that's Corvus, and it always has been.
Oh, okay.
Alright, let's just go. Corvus, would you care to join us? I don't know why I'm saying this, but you look like a capable person. I'm sure you'll want to stick around while we attempt to rescue your uncle.
He said, brimming with confidence.
Do a better job than that.
There's just one thing I have to ask you.
What is it?
How likely are you to shoot me, stab me, set me on fire, or cause other bodily harm to me? And then Coltaine raises his fingers and, you know, what do you call them? I don't even know how you describe that. By accident.
Well,
Quotation marks?
that depends. If we really do save my uncle, you'll get to keep your hand.
Off to a good start.
That's what I was gonna say.
Let's just go.
I agree.
So yeah, Corvus presently is just dressed in rags, right?
That is correct. Rags.
Do you want to maybe describe Corvus to everyone?
Final
wait.
Fantasy 7.
I can do it. He's a man dressed in rags.
What's funny is John never played Final Fantasy VII to my understanding. He doesn't know who Vincent is, right?
What?
That is correct. I do not.
Yeah, he chose this portrait. I'm like, oh, that's Vincent from Final Fantasy. He's like, huh?
But yeah, he has black shoulder-length hair. It's just totally not in a pointy and emo style, just normal. With I guess brown eyes, pale skin. He's average height and much more bulkier than Coltaine. Just putting it out there.
But by average
Much
height,
more
he's short.
bulkier?
He's so much bulkier that it transcends grammar.
Coltaine is bulkier, but Corvus is more bulkier.
Much more bulkier.
I guess if it's in relation to someone else, then it would make sense. Coltaine is bulkier than Wintier, but Corvus is more bulkier than Wintier.
Is Corvus as good looking as Coltaine? No, I didn't think so.
Now, when you say bulkier, do you mean like more muscular or fatter?
Oh, he's definitely talking fat, right?
Just
Yeah,
bone density.
I thought we established this.
Oh, okay.
He's like Obelix.
C'est qui le gros?
Yeah, so Sean has definitely never played Final Fantasy VII. A bulky Vincent. That is a horrible thought.
Yeah.
So you head back to the Seven Pillared Hall?
Alright, so while they're walking, Wintier shimmies on over to Coltaine and he starts talking to him. He says, Coltaine, I know you kind of want to ask for clues about these gnolls in town, but I joined the Drogans. Well, I originally set out adventuring to find my cousin, and after her unfortunate demise at the hands of slavers, or greater, you know, yeah, not you guys. I will follow you through your general do-goodery, but I feel like my one purpose that remains for me now is to mete out justice to slavers. I do not like the idea of this Mercamore surviving, especially surviving with slaves, to continue slaving. And I think perhaps our best course of action would be to return to the Hornet Hold after we've all recuperated, possibly question him, and I just want you to know I plan to kill him.
It's interesting to see how much of a personality you've grown, Winter. Before I used to think you just wanted to kill everything and that you were crazy. Now I realize that there's actual supportive evidence that this is true.
So, yes?
Honestly, I'd like to stop you, because deep down, deep down, and it's getting deeper every day, I don't think we should just kill everything we come across.
So you think we should leave this guy to wreak his slaving ways?
But I have two things going for me. One, I know that you guys would kill everyone anyway, even if I tried to stop you. And two, I rather like the idea of slavers getting killed, because I think that's what they deserve, so it can be your fault, and I'll feel good about it. Basically, I'm saying, absolutely, that's a fine idea.
Works for me. And I will let you question him before we kill him.
The slaves? Sorry.
No, John.
I had to do it.
I thought Sorrow was dead. What's going on?
I'm channeling sorrow. I'm sorry.
You know, Winter, it could be possible that, now that all his minions in this Horned Hold are dead, Merkelmore will return to the trading post in town, where potentially more of his minions lie. I'm not sure if it's a worthy course of action, but we might want to check there after a few days.
So you're saying we should break into the trading post, kill everyone, and wait for him there?
Well, that's actually not really what I was saying, but...
So you think it's a good plan? Good, good. Though I'll have you remember, you did promise no shenanigans in town to the chief of police.
Well, I don't really remember, because I feel like I wasn't myself that day. It happens every now and then. But there's no harm in us wandering into their trading post and asking around. Besides, if everyone has to be killed, I'm sure both you and Nima and Massimo for sure will enjoy the blood of 1,000 evil creatures on your hands. And I won't really mind.
Nima's not listening to this conversation, but she suddenly starts cackling madly.
Massimo nods and says, I'm willing to suffer the punishment of any crime if I get to kill those duergar.
Well, then it's all settled. Coltaine is smiling, but his shoulders sag. He goes to talk to Splug for the rest of the journey.
You just want CJ to make that voice, don't you?
No, he doesn't have to. Just Coltaine figures he might prefer talking to some moaning, useless goblin than his bloodthirsty companions.
Aww, okay.
Winter returns to the rear guard.
On the way out, Corvus is going through the supplies and the equipment of the dead people that you guys just left around. And of note, you see him take arrows, a longbow, and leather armor.
Yeah, I thought I had the only longbow.
I have a longbow.
Suddenly everyone has longbows.
Actually,
Even
I don't really
Rhekd
have a
suddenly
longbow.
has one.
Just to spite Winter. Never uses it, just has it.
In fact, Rhekd has a longbow that's so long it pops over his head.
Hey, guys.
Yeah?
Does no one want any XP?
Oh, yeah.
No,
I
we
think
don't,
it's
because I don't get any.
Winter gets all of it, doesn't he? Actually, technically, John, you were there for that battle, weren't you?
But like I was... Oh... Is being changed
Yeah,
to
it's true, you were there.
count as helping?
You unchained yourself masterfully and climb that ladder like a boss.
So, you can call this a house rule, but the way I handle XP, if you somehow actively participate, or if you somehow participated in a battle, you receive XP, provided you stuck through it till the end. If you retreat from a battle, and then the battle ultimately ends up in your favor, you won't get XP because you retreated from the battle. If you die in the battle, you don't get the XP, but you still siphon away that amount of XP from your companions. So Sorrow died, she won't get the XP, but the rest of you will get XP as though Sorrow got XP. So, if you fall in battle and don't die, you do get the XP. So everyone gets XP here. Except for John.
Except for Merkelmore, because he ran away.
That goes without saying, yes.
Gotcha.
Someone just posted in the chat, very nice, John, even in death you cause harm to your friends.
Shout out to Sega Deathrich.
Nicely said.
So, for freeing the slaves, you each receive 208 XP. And that's everyone but Corvus.
Coltaine goes to speak to Corvus and says, I noticed you equipping yourself there. You might like to know that along our journeys I picked up some magical armor